Welcome to Terhune Orchards. I'm Pam Mount. My husband and I bought this farm in 1975. That's about 50 years ago. These peony bushes were here then, and they were probably planted by the original Terhune Orchard owner who lived here 40 years. So these peony plants could be 100 years old or 90 years old. Anyway, they've been here a long time. So I would say that a peony bush is a good investment. And the most wonderful thing about peonies is they bloom year after year after year and get better and better. They come in about, a lot of shades of pink, but also there's beautiful white peonies and then deep rose peonies like this kind of color. These are harder to get, not as many of these, but most typical peony is this pink, beautiful pink in different shades. And what usually happens is that there's a lead bud that opens first, but then the side buds often open. And so there's no sense in not picking, letting things go and have the side buds open up too. What I do is I pick fairly long stem, and then if they get ahead of me, I put them in the cooler to keep enough so that we can have them for several weeks. When it's really hot, they do open up quickly and bloom right along. They won't last, not like zinnias that the plant blooms over and over again in the same year. You get your blooms, and then that's it for this year. But it's a wonderful thing. It launches June. We've had our daughter's weddings always on around June 10th, so they could have peonies in their bridal shower bouquets. This year, we're almost, a couple weeks early. So it's hard to tell exactly when peonies are going to bloom, but it's been so warm that they've all come on. But you pick the stem, cut it on an angle, and then put it in a nice bucket of water or your vase, and they'll stay quite a while in your house if you treat them well. Change the water every once in a while. Then once the flowers fade, I prune back the stems, and you let the green live through the summer, because that, of course, feeds the roots. So that's the story of peonies at Terhune Orchards. Long live the peonies. And we've planted now, because I love peonies so much, I planted them everywhere. They're all along my fence rows here and out in the front, the most welcoming sight when all the peonies are blooming like they are now, along the fence and the entrance to the driveway. And then I have them in my perennial garden along the fence. The great thing about having a fence is that you really need to tie up peonies in order for them to not droop over when they get so heavy. So I have a piece of twine holding up the peonies so that when these beautiful heavy flowers open up, they don't pull the whole plant down or the flowers down, and you don't get to enjoy them. Sort of a lot of work tying them all up, but it's easier if you have a fence to tie them to, rather than making some kind of structure every year. So I have them all planted along fence rows, so I can just tie them up to the fences and keep them all standing up nice and tall for everyone to enjoy. That's it on peonies. Call me if you have any questions. Come and enjoy. Now's the moment.